Hello everyone, my name is Ayush Ovara, currently working as a data science and business analyst intern at the Spark Foundation. Our next task 5 is exploratory data analysis on Indian criminal law. Let me explain how we can explain this. After exploratory data analysis, it is a part of a sport type. Our problem statement is perform exploratory data analysis on Indian Premium League (IPL). As a sport analysis, we have find out the most successful teams and players factor win or loss of a team. Suggest team or players comes to endorse its product. First, we import all the libraries. You can see that we import pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn. First, we loading first dataset is matches pd.read csv match.csv. We take the top 5 rows of the match.set and match.set will take the last 5 rows. After we can data information, so we can take the dot matches dot information. We give the all we have information is the coming match. We use the matches dot shape the 756 and 18. We describe the match by the help of code. After that, we use the loading second dataset, which is a second dataset of delivery. How many deliveries are there? Deliveries is equal to pd.read underscore csv deliveries dot csv. After deliveries dot head, we take the top 5. After running, there are coming match ID, inning, batting, top 5 rows. After we run the 5 rows in 21 columns and deliveries dot tail. Last 5 rows are coming between after 5 rows in 21 columns. Data information. We find the data information. We can find the deliveries information. How many deliveries are there? So we find that data column is total 21 columns. Is there? We find the shape and describe. After finding describe and shape, we can merging the two datasets. After we have merged the two datasets, we use the merge command. Merge is equal to pd dot merge deliveries matches left underscore on match underscore on id and right id and merge dot head to. You merge the we can see that you have 2 rows and 99 columns and we can find the merge information. After merging data column is total 39 columns. Value is non-component. Merge does not describe match ID, inning, ball is over, legal opportunity, and so it runs. Match ID is a unique true. Match dot set underscore index ID place. Match just does not describe include or equal to all. After including all, that we use the data pre-processing. Data pre-processing because data pre-processing we use matches dot head. We find the because we find the EDA exploratory data analysis. So we take a top 5 rows. After top 5 rows, after finding the profile of matches.city and null value, the city you can see there is city and venue. So ID is 462 Dubai International Cricket Stadium, 477 Dubai International Stadium. Matches.city, the matches.city.filana Dubai. We find a Dubai. After we umpire 1 and umpire 2 columns have one missing value each. So we can add the matches dot umpire 1 dot and umpire 2 dot is a null value. We can also add this and after running you can see there is a value. Umpire 3 column has to close to 90% value since dropping that column. You can see there is a umpire third is almost closing at the 92% missing values. After we can drop the matches, we drop the umpire 3 axis, we drop the rows of umpire. After we can have city has district 33 distinct values, we have 35 venues. We have value of 33 distinct values and we have 35 venues. Let's find out venues grouped by cities to see which kind of cities have multiple venues. City venue matches dot group by city venues count and season DF from city venue and DF. City Abu Dhabi venue Sayyid. Now we find the city venue and season. Which season airport is going on. After their value is coming, we find our observations. Bangalore or Bangalore, both are in the data. When they are same, so we need to keep one of them. And Chandigarh and Mohali are the same. There is just one stadium. Punjab Cricket Association in Indira Stadium. Mohali also has been trained in the correctly. Mumbai has 3 stadiums venues used for IPL. Pune has 2 venues used for IPL observation. After visual representation, we can do the visual representation. So we can use the plot We will PD cross match city venue replace in place true after adding a column some each count. After we use the plotting, plt.figure size equal 20 big plot kind plt dot number of students in different stadiums. You can see that we use the histogram frequency number of strict by strict level. You can see there is a values coming. Sorry, we use bar graph. We use a bar graph. After bar graph, we analyze the data, number of seat matches played in each season. We find the EDA, the PLT.figure, matches, PLT.level. We use the also, then use the we use bar graph. You can see that the 2008 season, 2019. After how many team running after 2011 to play then 50 60 matches, 2013 of 70 matches. How many teams played in each season? We can find out the out of visualization, the match dot group season, number of teams participate in each case is I. So we can see that there is also coming there is a graph we use after IPL. We can use you can see there is we use venue, title, venue, frequency, side equal to color equal to green. Because we have choose any color, we can choose the any color and the which graph we use the bar graph. After which team has a maximum wins in IPL so far? The winning team is equal to matches seasons winner. After running this we find we put the code. After putting the code, the in graph form we come has you can see there is Mumbai Indians has maximum wins because after Mumbai and CSK have both wins each followed by KKR has two times. Hyderabad has won two matches and two franchises name is Deccan Chargers and Sunrisers Hyderabad. After running, the does team choose to bat or we have to finding which team is win the toss and choose bat or field. So we give the command. We can pld.y level toss decision pld.decision taken by captions after winning tosses. We use there is a pie chart. You can see that I'm so that pie. Fielding decision taken by captains after winning the toss is 61% taking field and 38% are taking a bat. How decision affects match result? How this basically we can give the command how to decision affect match result. You can see there is a defect. You can see winning toss yes or no. Red is blue is shows the field and brown is shows the bat. After invisible teams, we can see there is a running the command team decision pad to bat first or second after winning toss, field and toss. You can see there is a winning toss winners. After which player has performed, we have to find which player has a performance lead teams it wins. So we can find the command and give the command. After we can see that there is a Virat Kohli is the like it's Gale has the most number of moment awards. Every de Villiers also top 10 batsmen. How when being match filled within across a value. Find the matches filled first varies across the values. After putting the command, there is the graph. How many match there are so that there is a Wankhede Stadium. We denoted the two colors. First one is the no, yes. No is for winning bat or yes is for winning bat first. Our second advantage across all the year is we find that win betting first is yes and no. The second advantage. You can see after running to team total scoring, find the how many score runnings over the years. You can see that we use the line graph. After line graph, you can see there is a upper and downward falls. Also in IPL 2000, we find the IPL 2008. 2008. You can find the top 10 hitters. We find also by the help of bar graph. You can see there is also top generators and bats. We find the after batsman of most batsmen of IPL can see there is we use the mergely we use merge the command and we use the box plot box graphs. Out of box graph batsmen so and which bowlers have a performance based or find the bowlers performance based on the total ticket top ticket basis. You can see bowler after running find the highest strikes by the field of visualizations player after playing. I hope you can understand. I will explain in the first First sport analysis, we find Mumbai movement is the most full team.